Finding parking in downtown Charleston sometimes can be a bit frustrating for drivers, from lack of open spaces to the cost of parking to even parking tickets. Well, you might have even found one or two of those tickets on your windshield before. Maybe you went to court to fight it, or maybe you just paid the city. But at one lot downtown, a private company, not the city, was issuing private tickets to drivers. But do you have to pay up? Live 5's Blair Sabol looked into the issue and reveals how this initial investigation led to city officials getting involved.
Parking on the peninsula, narrow streets, expensive garages, it can all be quite a hassle.
It's just completely not worth it to park in downtown Charleston anymore.
Eric Johnston says he would park at this unpaved lot at the corner of Calhoun and Concord earlier this year to take his son to the aquarium across the street.
We're able to pet the stingrays, everything that we've seen for the third time, and my son's always still interested.
But the third time wasn't the charm. That's when Johnston found a not-so-welcome surprise waiting for him on the windshield.
Got here and had a parking ticket.
He says he wasn't aware he had to pay to park there, but ended up with a $20 parking violation anyways. The notice didn't come from the City of Charleston's Parking Enforcement Division. Take a look at the envelope. It says Parking Management Company in Nashville, Tennessee. Signs at the lot that Johnston claims weren't up at the time he parked there warned that if people who received tickets didn't pay, could be referred to a debt collector.
I can't appeal the ticket without responding to them through this obscure email address and making my case, and I'm pretty sure that whoever's on the other side of that email address is not a judge.
We called the property owner and the parking operator to find out what exactly was going on. I'm a reporter with Live 5 News in Charleston, but we never heard back.
Did they have the proper license?
We do not believe they did.
Julia Copeland is a lawyer for Charleston city government. After Live 5 Investigates asked the city about the violation that Johnston received, the city began its own investigation. Copeland says PMC informed Charleston officials in April the property was intended for hotel valet operations, not commercial parking. She sent this cease and desist letter saying the company must stop business at the site immediately, or they would be the ones who could face fines.
Did they go through the proper channels, the proper approvals through the city?
Our position is that they did not.
A little less than a week after we started asking the city questions about this particular lot, the signs that were once up here are now gone and nowhere to be found. The lot might no longer be operational, but what about those private parking tickets? Can companies issue them in the first place?
Is it illegal? No, it's not illegal. They're allowed to do it.
Attorney Michelle Hubrick says it's against the law to knowingly park on someone else's land without their approval. But unlike in other states, there are no laws on the books in South Carolina about whether private businesses can hand out parking tickets and make you pay them.
What they really are invoices. You park in this parking lot. I have a sign that says you owe me this money. You didn't pay me this money, so I'm going to give you an invoice. The problem is that they're mimicking what the state and the municipalities are doing in writing their parking violation tickets.
This is a violation from PMC, and this is what a city parking ticket looks like. Both include barcodes, the license plate number of whoever was given the ticket, and the work violation. The company's ticket even mentions the word offense. The city and company can also boot or tow, as the city's municipal code has clear rules about both. But while the city's ticket can be fought in court, PMC's ticket cannot. If it's not paid, Hubrick says it could very well be sent to debt collection, as warned by in those signs we showed you previously. But all you would have to do is tell the collections agency to stop calling.
These violations that really are just kind of unenforceable, because when you get right down to it, if they don't go to a debt collection agency and they really want your $20 parking fee, they can sue you. They can sue you in small claims court. And then that's when they get an enforceable court order.
Hubrick says that's unlikely for just $20. Meanwhile, Johnson says he's not planning on paying up anytime soon.
It's a numbers game. How many people are going to be afraid by this parking violation and just go ahead and pay it?
For Live 5 Investigates, I'm Blair Sabol.
According to the city's legal department, the agreement between Charleston and PMC is set to end on December 15th. It's unclear whether anyone who might have already paid either parking or citations issued at the unlicensed lot will be able to get their money back. If you have a story idea for Live 5 Investigates, call the number on your screen, 843-402-5678. You can also send an email to tips@live5news.com.